Denyo, oh, what that dine. This is the voice of the patriot, my brother, my sister. Now, from the news reel, we endeavor to always keep it real. Here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the patriot. We are in the service of God and country. And from the news reel, we endeavor to always keep it real. This is the voice of the people. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web. And it says, a country without Baumia is like a body without a soul. And who is saying this? Tamale Central Constituent. And I read it. Now, a constituent of Tamale Central in the northern region has emphasized the importance of the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Dr. Mahama Baumia, to the development of Ghana. Now, according to him, the country cannot achieve significant growth without the involvement of Dr. Baumia, whom he sees as a visionary leader with tremendous wisdom and foresight. Now, speaking during a community manifesto program organized by TV3 in Tamale, the constituent, in a video shared on the social media platform X, formerly called Twitter, praised Dr. Baumia for his innovative programs, particularly his digitalization drive, which has made many electronic transactions stress-free and convenient. A country without Dr. Baumia is like a body without a soul. If not for Dr. Baumia, this country would have been subjected to a state of melancholy. I am challenging Mutala, MP for Tamale Central, to mention one social intervention the NTDC has implemented in the history of Ghana. I am throwing that challenge to him. All right? Okay? And I hear politicians every now and then say social intervention, social intervention, social intervention. What really is this social intervention? What is it? In Ghana, we are so good at peddling terms that we don't even understand. What's a social intervention? Anything that authorities will come in to do at a point that there is a dire need for it, in the name of welfare, my brother, my sister, is deemed as social intervention. My brother, if in your area water is not flowing and authorities quickly come in and deal with it, it's a social intervention. Some people think social intervention is just simply going around sharing both roads to people. Some people think that social intervention is all about going around and giving people phone cards. Or they put phones in their hands and tell them they can pay 20 pesos every year so that at the end of it all, they own the phones. My brother, my sister, we should look bigger than these mediocre minds. Listen, my brother. Now, the gentleman here is asking if Mutala can come and tell them one social intervention that the NDC brought into the area. My brother, let us go beyond some of these frivolities. Baumia is a visionary. That is your opinion. That is good. Without Baumia, Ghana can never see any development. That is your opinion, and that is good. But we also have our opinions. My brother, let me reiterate. Should Baumia become the next president of Ghana, I, Blakk Rasta, I am out of this country. I cannot withstand another number of years of pain and disgrace and lies. Baumia has told more lies than Lucifer, Satan, Macarius ever told to Adam and Eve. When I see Bawumia, my brother, my sister, I get so incensed and so angry. You know why? Because we gave him all the trust. We were made to believe that this was the economic waste kid. At the time they inherited the broken economy, it was 4 cedis to 1 American dollar. Today, as it stands, it is more than 17 Ghana cedis to 1 American dollar. Is this still the economic waste kid? Or did they devalue the currency intentionally to gain what? May I go ahead and ask a few more questions? Nana Akufo-Addo decided to go for Bawumia for 2 very important reasons. According to Nana Akufo-Addo, aside his geopolitical positioning and location, he is a brainy chap. In other words, he's so brainy, he's full of ideas. My brother, what is the use of ideas if they cannot improve humanity? My brother, my sister, now the gentleman is talking about digitalization. I am happy about it. Today, by the digitalization that Bawumia introduced to us, we are able to do a lot of banking using digits. My brother, my sister, online. That is digitalization. Our addresses are now digitized. We can sit in any car and by Google mapping, we locate almost everywhere in our country. My brother, my sister, of course, these also come with their own shadows. Today, a lot of companies do not want to accept mobile money. You know why? Because you pay via mobile money, you walk up into your car, and then you call the phone company and tell the phone company that you have mistakenly transferred some money, and for that matter, they should return it to you. So they block the money, and then they say they are going to have an investigation. An investigation which will take years to complete. Who would want to take mobile money? Let's be serious, my brother. Yes, digitalization is good, but it also comes in its wake with so many other problems which we must stand up to and solve. For me, Bawumia, in fact, has brought me more pain than comfort. The man who was brought in to deal with the economy, now the economy is in shambles. Galamsey has become so rife. And when we speak, they tell us, oh, he was only a mate. Yet the president said he brought him in to help him think. He is a think tank. My brother, you can have your opinions, but permit us to also have ours. For me, a vote for Bawumia is a continuation of galamsey and bad economic policies. The only candidate in this election who is going around negating his own policies is Bawumia. Betting tax, he wants to scrape it. E-levy, he wants to scrape it under his very nose. He sat down and watched it happen. The chairman of the economic management team, so docile. Bawumia, in fact, is a disgrace to the economy. I leave it here. Now, quickly, I want to look at this, and it's taken from my own treenews.com. It says, electorates deserve a debate between you and Bawumia. Stop running away. And this is Akufo-Addo to Mahama. And I read. Now, President Nana Akufo-Addo has challenged former President John Dramani Mahama to engage in a public debate with Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, during the recent tour of the Northern region, President Akufo-Addo praised Dr. Bawumia as a clear-minded individual who is capable and trustworthy, emphasizing that Ghanaians deserve to hear both candidates present their ideas and policies. He argued that a debate between Mahama and Bawumia would provide an opportunity for voters to evaluate their choices ahead of the upcoming elections. I leave it here. I think Bawumia would have done well as a party communicator rather than a vice president and an economic think tank. How many people agree with me? He's a parrot. He talks. Bawumia talks more than he thinks. That's my opinion. My brother, Bawumia is a talkative. He's a garrulous being. Anybody who debates Bawumia has no respect for his time. My brother, Mahama is going around talking his policies. Bawumia is also going around talking his policies. Why should the two of them come on the same platform? A man who has disappointed the nation, Nana Akufo-Addo, also has the guts to talk to people and want people to believe him and listen to him. What a shame. If this president had any regard for the people of Ghana, he will not be going around forcing himself on the people with ideas that are so stale and absurd. Nana Akufo-Addo had all the ideas. Yet he messed up the economy very terribly with his friend, Nana Akufo-Addo's friend, Bawumia. My brother, listen to me very attentively. Who listens to a failure? Nana Akufo-Addo has messed up the economy with Bawumia. People don't believe Nana Akufo-Addo. He can go around the whole nation, give everybody a piece of gold. Nobody would listen to him. They will take the piece of gold, yet not listen to you because you have let Ghana down. Our ancestors are angry with you and Bawumia. Today, there's a full flight of Ghanaians outside this nation unprecedentedly. Everybody's running out. You know why? It's because the economy is messed up. I don't know why Nana Akufo-Addo thinks that some people will still listen to him. I wonder even if his own family still listens to him. Let me look at this very quickly, and this one is coming from Peace FM Online. It says, we have failed as MPs for passing LI 2462. Andy Apia Kubi laments, and I read, Andy Apia Kubi, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Asante Achim North, has expressed disappointment in the passage of the legislative instrument 2462. Now, according to him, the legislative instrument which allows for prospecting in forest reserves has caused more havoc to the environment than can be imagined. During a panel discussion on TV3, on Saturday, October 12th, the Asante Achim North lawmaker, who has been vocal about his concerns regarding environmental degradation, maintained that Parliament has failed Ghanaians for the passage of the LI 2462. We have failed as members of Parliament, he said. It is so good that a parliamentarian will come out and chastise his own parliamentarian friends that they have failed. I wish Nana Akufo-Addo would have the guts to come and tell us that he's also failed, just like this MP is telling the whole of the nation that they have failed by passing this dangerous, demonic LI. Today, we have given free permission for people to destroy our forests. And I ask myself, do we have thinking capabilities at all? Today, everywhere you go, there's galamsey. People are digging everywhere, destroying our nation. Water bodies are being destroyed. And I do not even see the end to galamsey with the NDC coming into power. I don't see it. Because Mahama doesn't seem to want to tell us that, hey, listen, This is how I'm going to fight galamsey. Aside telling us that he's going to bring students and teachers and also graduates and graduates from the Power Grant University, formerly called Takwa School of Mining, to come and teach the people the right way to do galamsey. Galamsey has to be stopped. All forms of small-scale mining must stop at least for the next 10 years. But Mahama says, no, it brings us money and we need that for the economy. We will get all the money for the economy, but only stones and rocks will benefit from what you got from the economy. By what time we all would have died from this dirty galamsey. My brother, the MP says he has failed and all his colleagues have failed. It will be a scar on the minds of all the MPs. You all have been part of this galamsey menace. You passed a law that is more than demonic. You sat down and applauded whilst the nation was sinking like the Titanic. Now the last thing I will look at, and this will take just 2 minutes. It says, dumsor is all you are known for, nothing better. And this Akufo-Addo taunting Mahama. I read. And this is from my Joy Online. President Akufo-Addo has once again taken a dig at the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC's John Dramani Mahama, criticizing his tenure as Ghana's former president. According to President Akufo-Addo, Mr. Mahama has left no tangible legacy for Ghanaians to remember him for. In contrast to former presidents Jerry John Rawlings and John Ajay Kufuor, speaking during a community engagement in the northern region as part of his ongoing tour, President Akufo-Addo highlighted Mahama's administration is only synonymous with Ghana's severe power crisis, also known as dumsor. So Mahama was only known for dumsor. What would we remember Nana Akufo-Addo for? Galamsey, Party Hienska. That he was the cowardly president who couldn't fight galamsey, even though he promised us, lying between his teeth, that he would put his presidency on the line to fight galamsey. At the end of the day, they allowed it to happen, even in forest reserves. In the tenure of office of Nana Akufo-Addo, we saw ghosts who owned lands, and they gave the pieces of land to families and friends forever and ever till thine kingdom comes. In the tenure of office of Nana Akufo-Addo, we've seen people take ownership of lands in forest reserves. They have destroyed forest and forest cover. Nana Akufo-Addo will be remembered as that cowardly galamsey president who changed the name of Ghana from the Gold Coast all the way through Ghana to Galam State. My brother, at least we remember Mahama for the numerous hospitals he built. We remember Mahama, if for nothing at all, for the bridges he built. We also remember Mahama, my brother, my sister, for building and refurbishing at least the biggest market in West Africa, arguably, and that is KJTR market. My brother, my sister, we remember Mahama for his humility and press freedom. Unlike under your tenure of office, where people speak and the next moment they are targeted using police and soldier and the courts. Least said about this, the better.